Okay, so have you been ever to a cigar factory anywhere else? In any of the other Caribbean countries? Right?
No, never have.
You are recognized in the business press. I hate to even use the word. I apologize for using the word. A billionaire.
Me?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
I don't think it changes anything. I mean, other than that, people can call me and ask me for money, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, or I get
No,
more
but I
people,
mean, on one level, you started out as a.
Snotty-nosed kid from North Carolina with Dean Smith. Sure, I got an afro back there. You see that? right?
But if your dad were alive, he'd be so proud of you.
What would my father do right now? First of all, he'd probably be sitting and smoking a cigar and answering some of the questions that you. He's a very thoughtful guy. You know, the thing that I remember the most about my father, and I had him for 32 years. And I never look at it from a negative sense. Obviously, he was murdered, and rarely do I get the chance to talk about him. But the thing that I do remember all the time, I think about him practically every day, is for a person like myself who live in the spotlight and is so critical, from people all the time in terms of what I do, what I say, where I go. The thing he's always said: take a pause before you make a decision and say, what if? And the purpose for saying what if is that whatever decision you make, always either going to have consequences, either pros and cons.
No, but you obviously listened to your father, because in the very beginning, you spoke about being humble, not shouting about who you are and what you've done, and just being within yourself.
Sure.
And a lot of kids growing up may start that way because of their parents, but don't end up that way.
Right.
You ended up that way.
Well, I mean, once again, it's not just my father. My mother calls me practically every day, reiterating, keep your nose clean. She ends the conversation of every time I hang up, as opposed to me, hey, obviously we say, I love you, Mom, can't wait to see you, talk to you soon, blah, blah, blah. Her last word is keep your nose clean. That's her constant reminder to say, hey, look, people are watching. People are learning, people are paying attention. And, the best news in today that sells is negative news.
That's what other reporters want.
I know. And not that I live in a box to where I'm afraid to do things. I know that, as my father says, the what if comment is to be able to deal with the consequences of what decisions you make. And you think about that. If you think about the consequences, pro or con, you make the right decisions that you feel is the right decision. Now, all the decisions I made, other people may view to be not the right decisions from their perspective. But for me to go play baseball, and everybody says, oh, it was a failed opportunity to play baseball. That's what they think. For me, it was the best thing that could have happened for me, because it allowed me to go back to the game with a stronger passion. At the same time, I was able to understand the love that these minor league baseball players have, making $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month, which is nothing. But for them, it was big. To me, to see that helped me put things in perspective, to understand the platform that I was on in 93, that when I went back to it in 95 and 96, I appreciated it even greater. So when we won those championships and we went through those things mattered to me far greater than what I did in 91, 92, 93. People don't see that, and people will never understand that to be success. All they think about, well, he batted .202, and he struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. But the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion was there that has transcended not just to me, but to other people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything, you know. So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail.
I know you're concentrating on the answers because it's a very serious conversation.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you exactly the way I feel. My
No,
answers are
No,
what
I know, I
absolutely
understand,
feel.
but what I really want to ask you now is, while you've been talking, you've been smoking a pre-Castro Cuban cigar, and how does it taste?
Great.
Is it unbelievable?
Absolutely great.
So, other than playing golf with me again and going to Cuba,
That was really.
huh?
Did I win? Did I win?
No, you were at.
Did I win?
I'll tell you what happened.
It's a
no,
yes or no question.
I got it. What happened was you insisted on playing for more money per hole than I wanted to play for by a large amount.
It's not the money.
Wait a second. We were down on 18.
I didn't say how much did I win.
No.
I said, did I win?
Wait, we were down going into 18, and Billy said to me, "Don't worry, I'll take care of this hole," and we end up pushing. So to repeat the question, other than playing golf again with me, and other than going to Cuba, what's on your bucket list?
I win a championship in Charlotte.
Bravo.
That to me is huge because I think the city deserves it. They've gone through a lot. Me personally, like any father, I just want to see my kids successful. I've endured, or I've gone through so much of good things. You know, there's very few bad things, but you know, bad things make you better. But I don't need anything else to suffice my life.